Thank you for joining the show and welcome to the Viewpoints.
Thank you.
Yes,
Now, for those
welcome.
who have just joined us, our topic today
Welcome.
is the
Happy
strength
birthday,
of a
Baba.
woman. Today's topic is the strength
Huh?
of a woman. What makes you so strong? So, we're also celebrating Brooklyn birthday,
Mwah.
and we have some amazing guests here today. We have Natasha, also, or I should say, popularly known as
Did you skin out the
Tasha
government?
Roses, right?
You
Tasha,
skin out the
welcome to
government.
the show.
Hold on,
Hi.
Wiggs. Hold on, Tasha Wiggs. I'm hearing a clicking. I'm hearing a clicking. I don't know where that is. Can y'all hear it or is it just me? We want to
I
ensure
hear
I
that
hear.
cooking.
you hear it, right?
Yeah.
Let's just get this right. Wiggums, mute for a sec. No. Brooklyn, mute. Go on.
Okay, I
Yeah,
think. Wait.
it's Brooklyn. Mute her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it
All
is.
right, Brooklyn. Something's chipping on that side.
Yeah.
Oh, what that? Glass of water. All right. Sorry, Tasha.
That's
We'll
okay.
mute that audio. But Tasha, welcome to the Viewpoint Show,
What's up,
Brooklyn,
guys?
Jada. This is Tasha. You all know Tasha. Tasha,
What up?
what makes you so strong?
I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
ask you who told you. I was gonna ask you first of all, who told you that I was strong? Who told you that? You of all
Well,
people. Who
from what
telling
I
Deejay
see,
you?
from what
Must have been
I
Deejay.
see, you're one of the strongest out there. And if you're
Yeah.
not, you definitely do a good job at letting the other woman know that you might be. I don't even know what to say. Tasha,
If
before we get into that, let us know about Tasha Roses. Let us know because we all know DJ Tasha Roses, but that may not be your current endeavor. So let us know what's going on with you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm Tasha Roses, Tasha, Natasha, as you said clearly. And um, yeah, I just took a little switch, and I was gonna say that's what sometimes makes you strong, right? When you have to um, kind of have a bit of vulnerability, and when you kind of have to, you know, change something that's very comfortable. Those are the things that make, I think, us as women strong. A lot of the women, condolences to Jackie, condolences to Honey, there, mentioning about, your mom and stuff like that. It's the losses that a lot of us go through, the changes that a lot of us go through that make you strong, right? And losses vary from grief to different things. For me, it was just a change in doing what I was so used to doing. And I mean, okay, yeah, if you want to talk about playing sound and all that stuff, being in a male dominated industry, yeah. But, that's just me as a selector. And, but me as a person now, when I had to switch into doing something else, I didn't feel so strong. I didn't feel like I was no Tasha Roses in funeral directing, but I'm still a junior director, right? And those are the things that make you strong, being able to transition from one thing to the next and realize, okay, you know what? It's not so bad. I got this, one foot in front of the other. And, I think that's what a lot of us, that's the misconception. You said, Jay, you don't know what it is, but you know what it is, right? It's just being able to keep going and to keep pushing. And, Jackie said, you don't have a choice, bro, God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have a
Yeah.
choice. It's either you sink or you swim. And you have to put your priorities in front of you. And when you put those priorities in front of you, you realize, what's important, and it comes out making you look strong, but it's really just you being, hard at what you do and being focused. And, even like Jackie was saying, a lot of that comes, a lot of lack of that maybe from some females, it might seem, is because, again, the insecurities that a lot of us females have, right? So, it's really important to also just look into self, like, oh, what makes you so strong? You have to look in at yourself and to say, this is not working for me, that's not working for me. And back to the vulnerability, to be able to be like, okay, I got to change this. It might be comfortable, whatever that comfortable is, right? Um, whatever. We all know what our comfortable thing is. So, that comfortable thing might be the same thing that's making you weak and not letting you reach the levels you need to reach. Right. So it's just about, for me, back to your question, it's just, for me, it was like, I had to like turn down dates, because I have to take the exam. Then me used to take exam, study pan plane, and I come back and I pass with like a 53.
but
And I know
Tasha,
me
but
that,
Tasha, I remember there's times I'm
right?
calling. There's times I'm calling you for bookings, and you're saying to me, well, what time is this and that? Because me have exam, me have school, me have this and that. Priorities,
And
priorities. So
then
big up yourself.
you're getting through, but then you're getting through on a level where you're not really, this is not, it no look good. Like it look good, but it no look good. So I'm like, sometimes I have to say, like, I can't do this, right? Like, because again, you are a black female. You don't want to look like the one where I come in at the class late because you were in Bermuda playing. You think anybody cares? I wonder if you think anybody cares in the class when you're coming in. You don't look cool. You know how that person looks when they're coming in at 20 after 10?
Yeah.
Okay, right? Because you claim you have something else doing. Don't come in the people them class. So after a while, you had to like, and of course, me, that was my money and my bread too. So it wasn't like I was just strolling in because I wanted to stroll in late. Not
Yeah.
really,
So you
me
really
really
had
look
to
like,
like
I
say,
want, right? I'm not a 19-year-old either, right? I'm 42. So it's like when I'm coming, at them times I was 40 when I was taking the program. So I don't want to, you know what I mean? So after a while, and I'm also a mother. I can't be teaching my daughter about, being on time and all these things. And me see, I want to do the same nonsense. So there comes a time where you have to draw up and fix up. And, if that means I'm not going to something something tonight Tuesdays, or I'm not going to something something tonight Fridays, because this time I cannot be passing with the 52 because course minimum is 70,
So so let me ask you something, and
right?
then is Brooke back? Brooke looks, she looks good. She's back.
Look at that.
Okay, quick
Hi.
question. Um, so it sounds like you're talking about prioritizing here, setting your priorities straight.
Mhm.
How important is that? Especially when women are on the search for life, on the
It's
search for
very
strength.
important. It's very important. It's very important. And before you can prioritize yourself, again, the why, and also um, look into being able to, before you can say the why, you have to look into yourself really, right? And really know what the whys are. So, and when you figure that out, I think the priorities come naturally. Like I was saying, one time the priority was for me to try to take the date and then go to class. Then when me I get 52, the priority that can't be no more. It has to be, I'm passing. My priority is to pass the course to be a funeral director, right? So how am I gonna pass if I'm not, like something's
Right.
gotta give, right? And when you know what's gotta give, you will definitely give it up. You know what I mean? And when I say give it up, but you will prioritize. It no means say you can't take the date, but now you say I'm only taking bookings on my weekends, or I'm only doing this on this time, or you know what I mean? And you strategize yourself strategically to win,
Yeah. So you're basically saying you can't pass if you're not present. There's no
right?
way. There's no way you could do
And
that.
then two, you're spending money, right? That's the other part of it. You're spending money on the people them's course. So where you just a dash your money, go give humba. You just like give them your money, just fit like come on, right? So you have to be like, what's going on? It's because you say you want to do something, right? Nobody didn't put gun to your head and tell you to do these priorities and these things that you as a female say you want to do. So I just think it's really important to just prioritize and, stick to some of those priorities. It's hard. And that's why we are strong, because we are able to stick through things, be resilient. And I think the stronger ones of us, and there's more, so much more than us three, of course. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We realize it might be tough, but we still, stick through. And I think it's because of the end goals that you have, those priorities.
all
All
right.
right.
So
You can
Tasha,
ask you
so with
go
that
ahead,
being
Wicks.
said, Tasha, right? Tell us about a life defining moment where you could have easily went left, but you went right. You made the right decision, and it was one of the best decisions. Whether this is a recent decision or an old one,
I would say to go to school at the time that I did and the course that I picked. So I would say that it's this right now because
so it was like a
I was always going to school and nothing could take me away from a sound. Nothing could take me from it. Me, I do everything one time. And then look, ironically, we're in COVID now, right? So,
So hold on,
you know,
Tasha. Sorry to cut you. So with that said, because there's a lot of people at that crossroads right now, and we want to hear from all three of you about this piece here. So you said nothing could take you away from DJing, right? At that point, and you made a decision. I'm focusing on prioritizing school. For people that are at that crossroad, I could go here or I could go here. What did they need to allow them to successfully make that decision and transition? Like, what do they need to do that?
you need to break down and fall. That's what you need to do. You need to come to almost a rock bottom and see that what you're doing for you right now might not be all that you want because playing sound, do not get it twisted, and let me get it clear here that I'm a live dancehall, I'm everything, right? But as I'm getting older now, there's other things I wanted to do, right? And I was like, how am I gonna just be, because I've always been a person that loved academics and stuff, and I have, I'm social worker, hospitality, bag a little foolishness underneath my belt, but none of them ever put me in a position where I said, this could be a career for me, or this is something I would, really, I could, like I was always in my mind thinking I'll do this in the day and I'll DJ at night. I'll do for the
yeah,
rest of my
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Old and gray, right? So there was nothing you couldn't tell me that, because that's how it was for me, guy. I'd be working somewhere, get a booking for Germany and start cough on the people them shift and then cement me not them, right? So it was like, and then I'm sick, and then some loudmouth in the work is like, yo, I saw how you
I
showed
see
up.
you on TV.
And and then it was easy for me. I'm a good worker, but it was easy for the work to just pull me up on any little thing when I'm late or any little thing because seems to be a pattern, right? So and then just again, as a female, we are not built like men. So going out every night for me is great, but it's not that great, guys. I love my bed, right?
So
And
Tasha,
huh?
no, no. So what I was gonna ask, right, is because one of the things you said earlier was you have to kind of know yourself in order to make that change, right? Now, from the outside looking in,
Hmm.
people may look at your life or what's out there and be like, she's living the life. This girl she's been DJing, she goes to parties for free, she gets flown all over the world because Tasha, when it let's be real, when it comes to DJs in Canada, you are literally one of the most traveled and well-known international DJs. So
Hmm.
people are looking at that saying, this lady is living the life.
So
Now,
when you
and then,
said that, when you were saying that in my head, but me I said sour. So that means that's all me want to do. That's
so that's what
sour.
I'm saying. So
That's
it's
to you.
important.
Right, that's why I said priorities to self is what is important. You need to lock off where people are feel. Priorities to you is what's important, right? But like, thank you, I'm grateful for all of that. But and and that's why I said it to you the other day. May I say, as a female black director, I wonder if you don't know where we have in our pocket. You don't feel like we have a bad selector. Like, like now you have a female director in your pocket, guy. You call me anytime you need help, counseling, anyone on a link. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Because
Now we have the link.
now you have a DJ and you also have somebody in, like we said, a business, right? So it's like, for me, that's what being a female or a strong female is about too. Not just being able to pop off and style and say, oh, I go to parties for free. Now go with that something there, man. That we need to go with that something there, right? It's, you need to more look at us as a rounded collective people, and like what could be so phenomenal is if we were all together doing the things we need to do, right? And that's my thing that I would
You see,
prefer to do.
we have a viewer that says, "Me nah lie, I used to live in the dance and used to watch you and want to do what you were doing."
And that is and you should and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we all want to be here for, to inspire and to, to cultivate more of the greatness that we do, so. And I think, again, that's what it is to be strong. Big up yourself, Fu Kwan Kaya Scorpio, like myself. So
Yeah, she was bigging up Scorpios from earlier. You see,
I know Scorpio gang. Oh, Scorpio
but
gang.
Tasha, so Tasha, let's give some words of advice for some young ladies who are in that position where they're trying to pivot, their things aren't going right, and they're trying to figure out what to do.
just take it easy, just take it easy. And like I said, just look into yourself. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. Just, you know, what doesn't feel right, start working on that. And like I said, try to get out of what's comfortable too. You know what I mean? So, because if you have things you want to do and it's being stuck in a place that's stopping you from doing that, try to get out of that comfortableness, right? Be vulnerable. Have people around you that you can be vulnerable with. And if you can't, get rid of them, right? Because that's not going to help you grow, and, like Wiggum said, Jay said, you know, you know, I don't want to say that's shallow, right? Certain things are shallow, but yeah, like we need to get out of certain shallow thinkings and stuff like that and just try to, think of each other as the kings and the queens that we really are, and just want better for yourself. And I think if you really do, it will come out. It will come out for you being strong. Being strong is, I think, just, doing the things you want to do, and focusing on your dreams, if you want to call them dreams, because they are not dreams. If you just want them, you just go for it, and sensibly, baby steps, small steps. You don't just get there like that, right? Like like, do you want me to tell you that I failed one of the exams to go when I after all that too? Yeah, I had to write the flipping entrance exam twice, B,
It's
and me
real
not
life.
dumb. But because your brain scatters, you
You
know
have
what I'm
so much
saying?
going on that
Together. Yes, too
sometimes
much.
it's you might miss a this that. It's like damn, and it
Too
Yes.
much
probably just
things
gives you
going
that
on. Too much
that
things going
motivation.
on.
Like, well, you know what? Now I
Right.
gotta focus even more.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Tasha,
Yes,
Tasha,
baby.
so I have a question.
Yes,
I,
baby.
yes, darling. First off, you're beautiful,
You are
and
too.
I
A
love
happy birthday.
I love you. Thank you, dueling, and I love your vibe. I love your energy. I love everything, and I hear the Jamaican in you. So while go on my sister, I love your vibe yourself. Big up yourself.
Thank
Yes.
you.
But I have one something that came to me was when it comes to women, right? Um, Especially Black women, they tend to say the stigmatism for us as Black women is we're always so angry, and you understand what I mean, the word angry. To you as a Black woman, if somebody was to turn to you, whether it's in your workplace, at home, or wherever, was to turn to you and say, based on your reaction on a situation that they may have caused, and they call you angry, what to you is anger? Like when somebody says that to you, what does that do to you? Because I know with other women it may frustrate them, but what does it do to you when somebody calls you an angry Black woman?
Well, it makes me angry, first of all. It makes me angry. And a lot of the times at work, what I do, because that's the style, what I do, not really at work, but in the industries, right? You speak up or you say something and oh, she's mad. Or before somebody says anything to you, they're like, don't get mad, right? What I actually start doing is I say that. I said, I know I'm going to be the angry Black woman right now. And I kind of be very sarcastic about it. Because a lot of the times when you realize what I'm saying or the viewpoint I have, I'm not being angry. I'm just being clear and assertive. And because of that, it comes across angry to you. And I kind of already understand that whole angry Black woman thing. So when it happens to me, in a business arena, I kind of just really don't act angry, right? You really don't act angry. You smile, you lower your tone, and you really flip it upon them, because not because I'm being direct and I'm being assertive means I'm angry, especially when you're wrong, right? And that's the thing. My mom was saying it to my daughter's dad the other day. We were at like dinner, Mother's Day dinner, and she was, he was getting mad about the COVID and the vaccines and everything. And she was saying that's the thing with a lot of us people. A lot of the points he was making were 100% valid, but it's the delivery, right? It's the delivery. And, we don't want to get into the years of oppression and why we speak the way we do. And of course, da 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 da. But it's a thing. So we as women too, I'm not saying we have to fix ourselves, but you do have to realize that there's a stigma that one wants to put on you. So you don't give them the stigma, right? You just don't give them the
Exactly.
stigma. You don't need to, and when you almost let them know, when I'm angry, you guys don't really want to see that, you know? And
That
me play
it's
them
it's,
some
it's crazy
flash
because
video. You do that
everybody
all the while at work. Me play two
it's
video
crazy.
from when me a DJ if make them see how me really get bad. So for them to make them know say anyway, or you ever see me around here, you never see me mad yet. Right? So
Tasha, it's kind of crazy because we know women are strong. We want them to be strong, but then we get intimidated when they
right,
show their strength.
right.
I
Like
don't know
and
what it is.
right away when they show their strength, it's anger,
And it
right?
just
yeah,
like you said, they show their strength, and it's like, whoa, why are you so angry? So
yeah.
I don't know what it
I
is.
I
Yeah, and when you're not used to the strength, you just get nervous. You understand?
no, but I always tell
No,
them,
but
like, when they used to say that to me at work, like, oh my God, why are you so angry? I used to say, I'm not, or why are you talking to me like that? I'm not talking to you anyway. I'm being professionally rude because the way I
Right,
actually want to
right,
talk to you, I cannot,
right,
but I'm in a professional environment. So what you're doing is being professionally rude. In a way, you're letting them know what it is, but at the
right,
same time, you know
right,
your point.
right,
So I
right.
have one last thing before Jada Man gets into it. If um if you had to pick one word to describe yourself, what would it be and why? As a powerful Black woman, if you had to choose one word, what would it be and why? Am I frozen?
I don't
Is
know.
it or any word that you could say would describe you?
I don't want to say mysterious, but I would, and not in a coy way either, but more in a way that it's like it's sometimes it's dawns on me to know, like even what Jackie was saying, how some of these things like are possible for me to do, what I mean, consistently, keeping strong, because it's not all the time, like I was gonna say, we're not strong all the while, like I'm glad that you guys want to like say that to me, but I really wanted to say that's like not the feeling all the time, right? So it's really mysterious, I would say mystery, and just to the type of person I am, I'm always wondering, and thinking, and just it's like things are just a mystery to me. So I guess that's why I'm always searching and doing more, and just trying to fulfill the most that I can.
Amazing. I like that. Mysterious. I like that. Mysterious lady.
all
I like
right. No, it was a big conversation, Tasha Roses.
Hey Sanhim.
Glad
Hey
to
Randy.
finally meet you.
You too, Jay.
Um,
What's
for
up?
sure, for sure. So we gotta keep things rolling, but your presence was definitely felt. We want to know what is up next for Miss Tasha Roses. What do you got going on? Let them know how they can reach you. Do
You
your
can
thing.
find me on social media. We're on all social media, Guns N' Roses, Tasha Roses, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. And we're just gonna be doing some Rose Garden is our next thing. It's been a thing. Rose Garden is myself and the other females that are in the sound, and friends. So just come by and swing by. we will be just having a good time. And yeah, we'll let you know when it's ready. We're just trying to have a proper space because of the COVID and everything and stuff like that. It's really whack and stuff. So that is just coming very shortly. So other than that, yeah, and that's gonna be fun because that's gonna be everything that everybody knows Guns N' Roses for, which is like food most of all and stuff like that. So you guys get your taste buds ready, and for the food.
Food and vibes,
Yes,
good music.
lots of good stuff, good music, good talking. A whole bunch of different stuff that I think a lot of people are interested in females for.
And Tasha, let them know about the spot in Ajax as well,
Oh
in
yes,
case you need
so
any family
yes,
services.
I mean anything, any consultation, anything you need. We are at Ajax Crematorium and Visitation Center. It is a family-owned funeral home. It's in Ajax, right across the street from Rum Diaries. So if you're familiar with that area, even if you're in the Scarborough area, because as opposed to maybe going that way, you can come east this way as well, right? So it's always it's a beautiful facility. We cater to all denominations, all religions, and like I said, you have your girl up in the place there. So if there's anything you ever need, it's been a blessing for me to be able to serve some of my friends already and people that I know just within the community, just by chance, right? They come in there and they're like, roses, and it's like it's actually a blessing to be able to take care of friends and family in that aspects and their loved ones. So it's really like that has really been, I'm about to cry, but because it's really been great for me to like I said, transition to be a director and to be able to help families and in times like this. And COVID is messed up, and it's really messed up, and it's really sad for a lot of families. So condolences to all the families out there that have lost somebody. So
Yeah. I was actually creeping your page a couple months ago, and I actually seen a lot of people bigging you up and saying that you did a great job helping their family and things like that, and they were surprised they
yeah,
seen you and
yeah.
you did a great job. So I just want to shout you out, Tasha
Thank
Roses.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
from the bottom of our hearts for taking the time out of your busy and progressive schedule
No
to
problem.
join us on the Viewpoint Show. You gave us a lot of great information, tips, and shared a lot of personal stories. And again, we want to thank you for taking the time and joining us.
Thanks for having me. You guys have a good night. Jay, you have a good night. Brooklyn, honey, and we be safe.
All
Holla.
right.
Heavy, heavy, heavy. Weight banging, weight banging, weight banging.